What's up, guys? We're gonna go straight into it like always. Today I just want to do like a brief Yara rule um detection, right? So Yara rule is basically a pattern matching tool, right? We use it to so let's say I did like a pattern matching tool used to classify malware or suspicious files, right? Um, we- you, based on what you know about the file, you create a Yara rule, and then you will use that to scan the environment, scan the host, or scan a particular path if that malware exists. So um, I already have some malware samples already, and I downloaded from Malware Bazaar. Want to be careful when you download malware, but my Defender tool keep deleting my malware, so hopefully this is the one that I got. Flare VM has Yara installed already, so you don't really have to install it. But assuming this is the right file, we are going to pull the strengths of the file. I've already done it, but I'm just going to do it for the purpose of this video. We're going to pull the strengths of this file. So ghost.exe. And then when we have the strings, as you can see, we have a whole bunch of strings from this file. And then usually you are going to get like unique properties unique to this particular malware. And then you are going to make a Yara rule and use that to detect the file, right? So we can see get DC, get focus, virtual location, especially things like virtual location. Like some files, even legitimate files, may have that. So it's not necessarily maybe like get DC, get focus, um, sleep, uh, not necessarily unique per se. Get computer name. I'm not an expert at anything. I'm still learning, so you know, I could be wrong on some of the things, but I just want to see if we can match some things. So Uh, these are some of the strengths we can use to create a rule so it can match it, right? So my Yara rule, I already did the ghost.yar. I created it in Notepad, and then when you don't have to create a notepad. I created a notepad, and then when you name it .yar, and you can open it in this repository, Visual Studio. Yeah, big enough. Yeah. So as you can see, the rule, the Yara rule, when you create it, you obviously you name it whatever that Yara, and then you have to put the rule here, and then the name of the rule. You have to open the curly bracket, and then you start a meta. Meta, you can put anything here. I put SHA-256. Uh, I put SHA-256 here. I put a description, auto, basically like a metadata and stuff. So make sure you put the quotes around them. Yes. And so the strengths, you can name this differently. You can make this uh C1, C2, whatever. I'll maintain my A. So these are some of the things that I thought was good to have on there. Let's do let's do A7 equal to what else? I want to put the get DC, probably trying to get the domain controller, right? So let's do sleep. A8 equal to sleep. You know, remove directory. Remove directory right here. This one remove directory. So A9 remove directory. You can make it case insensitive by putting no case, I believe, but we'll get more into that at a later date. So once you do that, um, you basically have all these set up, and when it's these hexadecimal values, you have to put a curly bracket, you know, in the beginning and in the end like this. So that is really how it works. So once we do that, you have to close the curly bracket you already opened in the top, and then you have to put a condition that it should match. For now, I'll remove this and then put all of them. You can put all of them. You can put all of them. You can put two of them. You can put three of them, right? So let's first save this. When we save it, now we have the Yara rule created, right? We are going to point it to let's open another command prompt so we can see. Let's make another command prompt. So what we are going to do right now is we are going to um do Yara. Oh, sorry. Let me first. You have to put it to the location of the file. So next up, so we say Yara. Then we are going to put uh the name of the. We're going to put the name of the Yara rule, which is ghost.yar, and the actual name, which is ghost.xc, right? Once you put it, you see that it comes up. It comes up as uh the name sample one ghost. Sample one ghost is that means it matched, right? So let's say we do five of them and then we save. Control S, you save. Then you do it. It still matches, right? So let's say we do, instead of just doing all of them, and let's do all of them first, all of them as well. We save it, and then uh it didn't come up, but uh mm, 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 interesting. Let's do, and you can also single out whichever one you want. So let's say let's do A9, A9, and save. When we do A9 and save, it gives you an error. It says sample ghost in ghost yar on reference string A1. Sometimes it wants me to reference some other stuff, and usually when you do all of that is there. I'm still figuring it out. This is just the basics, so pardon me. And then we can do, usually when you put this, the UINT, this one, this is going to be this hexadecimal. When you do the string analysis, which we will do in depth some other time, this is just the basics. If it's an executable .exe, you this will be the beginning characters 4D 5A. It has to be backwards, so it's going to be 4D 5A, and then you put 0x 4 D 5A, and when you put them, it has to match this, and then three of these. Save, and then we get it. You know what I'm saying? So I think we are going to point it to a different file. What file is this? Um, hopefully it's not the same file. u.exe. Okay, it's no longer. It's probably been taken down by my defender. Let's use like a random one. Let's unzip a random one, which is this one. Then we will infect it. Then let's do u.exe, right? U.exe. So once we do u.exe, we are going to try to point it to that to see if it has anything like that. So it's Yara, then instead of ghost.exe, we will do u.exe. It didn't work. So when it's blank, it means it didn't work, right? So we can do uh one of them. Oh, hold on. You can do, it has to match all of them. Save, and we do, it didn't work, right? Let's do two of them. Save it, nothing, right? Because it's the wrong file. If we keep it at two of them right now, and we go to ghost.exe, ghost.exe, error scanner could not open file. Save. Okay. Okay, so what is happening is the defender, as you can see on the right side, is blocking these files, blocking me from doing that. But basically, this is Yara rules in display. I just wanted to come quickly and show you. So there is notation on Yara. So when we go to Yara rules and we go to GitHub, we go to the GitHub repository. You go to GitHub repository, right? Um, we You can go to different one. Let's say if you do like emails, sometimes I'll come here and pick some of these and we just go over. But for now, let's pick an email like it's a cryptowar.yar, right? It gives you the matching, right? So you see the rule name, and then uh you have all the other stuff, and then you have the condition to match them, right? If you go to this one, it has the Yara rule. So sometimes you don't even have to build your own Yara rule from the scratch. And you can also do like malware, you know, you go to malware, and then you do the APT one, and then you can come here and get all of that stuff. So Yara is pretty cool in detecting malware. I'm still learning more and more about it, but this some of the things that you can do. So if there's a new um thing going on, like the new a breach or a new attack, you kind of take the IOCs, because sometimes people write reports about it. You take the IOCs, and then you make a Yara rule about it, and then you kind of run it in the environment to see if it will have any match. So that's really Yara rule. You have to take the unique strengths so it doesn't just be touching any file and bring a false positive. But the good thing is you can run it, and then if you see a false positive, you tune it and you run it again. Hopefully this is a fun thing. If you are new to this, I'll bring you more. If you are not, you're an expert, you can share some tips. Obviously, it has a whole bunch of other stuff that we can go over. Like I said, I'm still learning and learning about it, right? So if you don't have Yara, if you're using your regular laptop, you can download the Yara, but I would recommend you get a sandbox so you can do all the necessary things in the sandbox. But for now, that's what we really have. And then catch you again on another episode of whatever that I bring next. Thank